Comparing values can sometimes be difficult, but we can convert them between fractions, percentages, and decimals to help us out. The words we use in maths can tell us a lot about it. Percentages lets us know we are comparing out of 100. A century is 100 years, and there are 100 cents in a dollar. The whole of something is 100%. Consider a euro. It's also 100 cents. 60 cents equals 60 out of 100, which is the same as 60%. It can also be written as the fraction 60 hundredths and simplified to 3/5, or 0.6 of a euro, which is a decimal. Prices go up and occasionally down. If the price of an apple goes up by 20%, it will now cost 120% of its original value. If it went down by 20%, it would cost 80% of its original value. We can calculate these changes in a few simple steps. We can use any of these forms to arrive at our answer. When working with fractions, we need to be able to add, subtract, multiply, and divide them. Adding fractions is straightforward. We just need to make sure that the denominators are the same. If they aren't, we must find a number that they both go into, the common denominator. Remember that whatever you multiply the denominator by, you must also multiply the numerator by. Here's an example. The lowest number the two denominators both go into is 12. Now, multiply each numerator by the same amount we multiplied the denominators by to keep the fractions correct. We can now add the numerators and then simplify the fraction if this is needed. Subtracting fractions is similar in that we must make sure that the denominators are the same. Subtract the numerators and put the answer over the same denominator. When multiplying fractions, the process is similar, and again, we must find the common denominator. First, we simplify the fractions if not already in their lowest terms. Then, multiply the numerators to get the new numerator and multiply the denominators to get the new denominator. Dividing two fractions is the same as multiplying the first fraction by the reciprocal of the second. Can you work out the answer? Why do you think this may work? If the price of goods increases, we call it inflation, and we measure it in percentage terms. Over time, these can amount to huge increases. Houses in the 1980s, valued at £40,000, are now worth in excess of £120,000, an increase of over 200%. Receiving interest from savings is one way of mitigating the effects of inflation. Banks and building societies want customers to deposit money with them and offer interest in return. Simple interest is an annual rate of return. If you invest £1,000 at a rate of 5%, you would receive £50 in interest after 1 year. How do we calculate a percentage rise or fall? I recently paid £250 for my gym membership. Last year it was only £200. Let's look at how to do this. We can calculate the difference. 250 minus 200 equals 50. We can create a fraction by comparing it against the original price. The difference is £50 over the original cost of £200. Finally, we can convert it to a percentage times 100, which shows that the increase was 25%. Sometimes we see a bargain, 40% off now, only £300. Great, but how much am I actually saving? You'll be paying 60%. Calculate 1%. Divide 300 by 60 equals £5. Multiply by 100 to calculate the original 100% value. 5 times 100 equals £500. And I'm saving £200. Percentages are useful in so many ways. They enable universal comparisons to be made and help us to make informed decisions in life. They are prevalent in the business world and even inform government policy decisions. Let's get to know them 100%.